Hello, everybody. Welcome to Eddie Pepitone, live from the bunker. Today's guest is James ADOMIAN. Oh, what a show. Everybody okay out there? I know my anxiety level's ramping up. How do you like my theme song? Pretty cool, huh? By the way, give me and James some questions. We don't have much time. All of us are under a time gun. How is everybody today? It seems like every passing day, it's more and more desire. By the way, that theme song was made by Joe McKenzie. Joe McKenzie, who does Todd Glass's theme songs. Not a fan of Todd. Anyway, things are ramping up. We want your questions. Me and James, we want your questions. So please, please, give me and James some questions. Let's see what my producer, Steve Fine Arts, the news of the day. Most of us are going to perish. I mean, I could sit here and tell you jokes, but is that really what you want to hear from someone like me? There's no jokes anymore. 17,000 cases now. Gun sales are going through the roof. Society is unraveling. So have a Snickers. So have a Diet Coke. Or drive a Ford. Right? That's what capitalism has to offer you. Oh, yeah, gun sales are through the roof. Wow. California, New York City, and Chicago now. Illinois. All on lockdown. But Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, will make it better, won't she? By getting her friends to sing Imagine. Have you seen this going around the internet? Celebrities and now just regular douchebags singing Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. What the fuck is that supposed to do? Oh, my God. Republican senators and California Democrat Senator Dianne Feinstein sold off stocks after a January 24th intelligence briefing on coronavirus. They are making money off the coronavirus. They got rid of their stocks because they knew they were going to crash. That's what capitalism is. Look, folks, you know, that's what goes on, you know. People, your elected officials have been bought and paid for. Someone like Bernie Sanders, you know, James ADOMIAN, by the way, does a hell of a Bernie Sanders that you will see. And also he does a character called Freddie Pepitone, which is my brother. It's really not a character. It's true. I want some questions, though. Let's see. What's your go-to quarantine? Okay, that's the first question. What's your go-to quarantine snack? I would say the neighbor's hand. No, I've had apricots, dried apricots, which are, you know, I'm vegan. Not to brag, I don't partake in the slaughter and abuse of animals that most of you do, and that's what created this virus in the first place. But dried apricots are a good snack. I don't have any potato chips. I love potato chips, even though they're fucking, of course, horrific for me. Let's see. I'm waiting for speakers to be booing your voice through the streets. Someone just said, I'm waiting for your for speakers to be booing your voice through the streets. That would be great. Let's see. What's good music? What's good music to listen to during the virus? During the virus. By the way, how is the pandemic treating you? My cat Katie is here. Hi, Kate. Yeah, you want to say hello to everybody? Here's Katie. There's Charlotte. Surrounded by love. Don't eat the chips, Eddie. They will give you puffy eyes. Think of the fans. Yes. I've started to spruce up with the hat here. Todd Glass, please stop cursing. My grandmother is listening and it means... Oh, man, Todd. It was great to have Todd on. We've had great guests on already, and James Adomian will close out the week. I'm feeling, like I said in yesterday's podcast, I go from feeling fine, to what the fuck is this pandemic about, to absolutely feeling like, oh my God, I better make peace with death. That's what I feel like. I can go 1 minute feeling like, okay, we're just going to chill out and ride this out, and maybe I'll get it. And if I do get it, I'll probably, it'll be like a horrible flu, but I'll be okay. And then the other part of me thinks I'm going to fucking die. I mean, the California governor, Gavin Newsom, who looked terrific yesterday, by the way. Gavin Newsom looked terrific. He said 56% of California's population could get coronavirus. 56%. And that's when I was like, fuck, how the fuck do you, I mean, you could wash everything, you could wipe everything, everything. Yes, James, as someone said, Adomian to close out the week permanently. Yeah. Where's Jimmy Fallon when you need him? Jimmy Fallon, who in times of crisis, ruffles, Trump's hair. Wouldn't it be great if Jimmy Fallon, there's 3 people left on Earth and he's just, throwing hot dogs through a hole with one of the 3 people left on Earth? Yeah, that's what we need, right? We need celebrities singing Imagine to boost our spirits. They should have ended the... They should have ended the Imagine song with James Corden blowing his brains out. That would be good, James Corden should do carpool karaoke through the apocalypse, All right, we're going to get James on here. Let's see if he's here yet. Let's see if James is here yet. Oh, he is. Okay, so everybody, we're going to welcome James Adomian. Let's see. Oh, waiting for James. Okay. So yeah, that would be a great thing if we could have. There he is.
Hi, Eddie. How you doing?
I'm good. Oh shit, my goddamn.
I blew it out.
Headphones don't hear. Hold on for 1 second, okay?
Oh, okay. We'll just make the world wait.
How are you, buddy?
I'm great. I am booking projects, Eddie. I am having such a successful coronavirus season. I booked an industrial infomercial for 3M. They're the manufacturers of the face mask. We're it's a print campaign, internet ads, radio ads, and the radio ads are going out of the emergency NOAA radio band too, so I get residuals from that.
Well, I also have good news.
It's good. It's great. Here we are. It's great. I'm at a friend's house because I got locked out of my apartment last night, and the gendarmes wouldn't let me go home under curfew.
The gendarmes. Those are people that, can you hear me, James?
Oh, yes, baby.
Yeah, gendarmes. Explain to folks what gendarmes are. Aren't they a lot like maitre d's?
They're like French national police from
Yeah,
Les
yeah, but
Mis.
they know their wine. But
Yeah.
they know their wine.
They're like armed maitre d's.
They're armed maitre d's. Sir, can I show you a table? Also, if you make one false move, I blow your brains out.
I recommend this cheese if you will show me your transport papers.
Oh, Rick. Oh, Rick.
Rick, you've got to hide
yeah,
here.
I have good news too. I mean, you have the 3M campaign. I just got word that FEMA is releasing my comedy special, and I'm really excited about FEMA releasing my comedy special. Netflix passed, but FEMA's in.
I thought you said Zima, the alcohol drink from the 80s.
I forgot about Zima.
It's something special.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited about FEMA releasing the comedy special. How are you doing? Seriously.
Is FEMA releasing it as a video with also an album release at the same time?
They're doing everything. FEMA learned a lot from Katrina when they released Mencia's album too soon. You know, they didn't know what they were doing during Katrina. They released Mencia, they released Whitney Cummings, and they released I forget who else. Some other comic I can't think of now, as Andy Kindler would say. Hey,
and they say that was even worse than the disaster.
How are you doing though? Seriously, how you doing during this?
Oh, I'm fine, baby.
You are?
Well, you can hear the sirens behind me. Another ambulance load, another death. There's another respirator. There's another respirator spoken for. I don't know what to do. I'm glad to do this, Eddie, because I'm going crazy. I like people. I like being around people.
Yeah.
And
you always were a people person. You know, you were voted by the Comedians Association, you know, most likely to suffer in isolation, and that's a pretty nice honor.
They did that almost as a way to suggest that it would happen sooner or later. Yeah, it's okay. I've got people I'm worried about. I've been like for a few days I was telling people like, hey, there's nothing to worry about, just relax. And then a couple of days later, I threw my back out at the liquor store, panic buying water bottles.
Nothing to worry about, folks. Nothing to worry about. Give me that water and give it to me now.
I had a heavy backpack, and I had mostly water and one whiskey bottle that I bought, and I had a toilet paper in another bag, and I twisted around to grab it, and I threw my back out, and I just turned 40, and I sounded like, walking home, I sounded like an old man from a movie in the 60s. Like I was audibly in pain to the point where a director would intervene and go, hey, could you tone it down? That's a little bit, you're over. Every step was like, oh, God.
By the way, you know what Todd Glass says when a siren goes by?
Oh, my ride is here.
You're right. Right.
Hold on a second. We'll be right back. Honestly, seriously, can I come over and take a shower at your place? What if a guy said that? What if a guy said, seriously? And I'm not going to say, I'm not stupid. I know I'm not saying this, but what if I thought like, hey, can I just come over and take a shower at your place? And hey, I got a runny nose. Maybe I could blow my nose on your children.
Oh man, Todd is watching as we're doing our interview. Hey, listen.
Well, I hope he knows that he let this country down in its moment of crisis. Say what you will about the 5 senators, Loeffler and Burr and Feinstein and a couple others who sold their stocks during the coronavirus crisis in insider trading. But I heard that Todd Glass actually sold some stakes in his podcast when he heard how bad coronavirus was going to be.
He sold what?
He sold stakes in his podcast when he heard how bad coronavirus was going to be. And he was ahead of the market in an illegal way. I think that he should go down just like Martha Stewart did.
Todd in prison would be great, wouldn't he?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me change these light bulbs. Give me $50. I'll change these light bulbs. Hold on a second. Honestly, it's too bright in here. Get some nice candles.
Warden, you do it better. Warden, why is it so bright? Also,
Warden, look, honestly, you're gonna take your shoes off, and if you're gonna be loud, you can be loud, but make sure you're on the microphone.
Can you do now? I fucking hate with the fervor now Paul Giamatti because he's doing Volkswagen commercials.
The question is, Eddie, who do you hate with less than a fervor?
Well, I mean, it's, by the way, I just want to say in relation to that, my hate level has gone down because of the corona. What is that? I hear something.
Oh, that's just they're scanning an apartment because there was a sense of death. They're just scanning it to see if there's any survivors. What was it about Giamatti that was in your sticking in your craw?
I really think he's, why don't well-known actors know they are coming off like complete idiots when they do commercial work like that? Can you do a Giamatti for us?
Well, it's fine. Well, yeah, here it is. It's if you have a life insurance policy, cash it in today for coronavirus insurance. It's Paul Giamatti for coronavirus insurance. COVID-19 is ravaging the country. And there's a lot of people like me who need the paycheck. If you're having problems breathing, if your lung capacity is severely impacted by corona or other pneumonia-like symptoms, ask your Allstate insurance company agent if coronavirus insurance is a scam that's right for you and your fucking family. Is that enough? I forgot what the insurance company was that he endorsed.
Insurance company?
Yeah, he was the voiceover guy for an insurance company for a while. I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was J.K. Simmons, another great actor who decided to sell his soul, I think, to Allstate.
Eddie, I'm telling you, there are products where there's a price point for you. I can see, hey, it's me, Eddie Pepitone for Wells Fargo. Let me tell you about Wells Fargo. I have a small, thriving business in a frontier town. And Wells Fargo showed up with a stagecoach to make sure I can keep gouging my customers in a frontier town. And I had enough supplies for me and mine. Wells Fargo. That's as good as it gets, you fucks.
I would be a great spokesperson for, like, I don't know what the what is that I'm hearing?
Oh, and my friend here, Leon's here. You know Leon.
Let me see Leon.
Mandel. He's here.
Hi, Leon.
Here's Leon.
So you just have now. Are you guys like 6 feet away from each other?
We're maybe 5 feet away, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
There we go.
I'm just saying Leon doesn't look well, but I would love to. Be the spokesperson for, I don't know, something like, just be like, hey, how you doing? The only reason I'm doing this commercial for Fiji water is I need the bread. Like, I would have to say, I would get an agreement with whatever company it is and say, I need this because I need the bread.
Hey, it's me, Eddie Pepitone, for Bear Fuck brand mace and pepper spray. I'm doing this commercial because I need the fucking money, and they've got it. You know why? Because the people have turned on each other. They've turned on each other, and there's a massive demand for pepper spray, and mace.
Fiji, because who gives a fuck?
I, for one, support the military dictatorship of Fiji. And I think their water is great. Why? because of their crackdown on civil liberties.
Where are you? You're outside, are you? Are you outside?
I'm outside. I spent like 5 days inside, and it's not good for you.
Oh, really? So now you're getting some air. You know, even Kindler's doing commercials.
Oh.
Let's see you do a commercial like Andy Kindler would do. He did one for XFL.
No, I saw that. That was in the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, XFL, what's wrong? Were they all out of extra small FL? Huh? What about, hey, is there a comfortable slimming medium FL or a third form of athletic sensationalism?
That's good. That's good. Hey, you know who I haven't seen in a while is my brother, Freddie.
Let me see if he's here. Hold on.
Yeah, see if Freddie's here.
It's so easy to do the Rich Little thing now when it's on a phone. Well, let me see if he's here.
That is brilliant photography.
Hey, Eddie, it's your brother, Freddie Pepitone.
Freddie.
That's right, Freddie fucking Pepitone. Let me tell you, Eddie, I know you've been waiting for this coronavirus moment. You and your doom and gloom. Some of us always saw. I was living on the sunny side of the street. Freddie Pepitone. I came down here all the way from Pasadena in a luxury car because I ordered my groceries ahead of time.
Look, Freddie, the only thing I like about this virus is not having to see you. I've been told to shelter in place, and that's great because I don't have to see you and I don't have to see Mommy.
Good luck. Good luck. Let me tell you something, Eddie. Good luck enforcing a restraining order when the police officer says, don't you show me that dog. That dog is a host. It's a known carrier of the coronavirus.
This dog loves me, Freddie, not you. Okay?
Eddie goes
That's
on
my
and
uncle.
on. Eddie goes on and on about the dogs that he loves. Let me tell you something about Freddie Pepitone. I put all my dogs down on a monthly basis.
By the
I
way,
do it with pride, with an American flag waving in the background.
I'm really bummed out, dude, about Bernie. I am bummed out.
I know.
And I know you as the former.
What?
What do you think Bernie's doing in isolation? What do you think Bernie would be like in isolation?
Jane, I just need to go outside and look at some numbers. I can't stay. It's been 4 days since I have seen a printout from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I gotta have my numbers.
Hey, folks, please.
I want to go out and get a copy of the Burlington Free Press just to see some of the print ads.
Please, folks, send in questions for Bernie or me or James or Giamatti.
I saw a newspaper today. I was walking on the street and I haven't seen print newspapers in a while, and it was so surreal.
Yeah.
It was the Los Angeles Daily News in the newsstand, and it said what did it say? It was like quarantine ordered by state. Or no, it was like mandatory distance ordered by state. And it looked like the kind of like background exposition that you would see in a movie or like an Alan Moore comic book to establish like the reality. And I was like, wait, no, it's establishing the reality that I'm in.
So you still what? Hold it. Someone asked a question. What vegan grocery items do you recommend? That's for me. Vegan grocery items, just rice and beans, the biggest, grains.
I'm Eddie Pepitone, and I went straight for the basics. You got to cut out garlic and all flavors. Cut out any kind of bouillon. You got to eat rice and beans, straight up. And if you're refrying your beans, you're part of the problem.
Hey, James, what do you eat during this the pandemic?
Well, I have always had a pretty good stock of canned food because I travel so much. So when I buy groceries, it's always stuff that's going to last a while anyway. But then I got a lot more of it. I got more stuff that would last. I put a bunch of stuff in the freezer. I'm vegetarian now. Well, I eat fish, but I eat fish and eggs and lots of cheese. So that's my entire diet: is fish, eggs, and cheese, and they're coming out of the freezer. So I'm eating half thawed tuna, half thawed cheddar, and frozen eggs, which I recommend. Frozen eggs with a side of cilantro.
Hey, what would Yule Hauser be doing during this pandemic?
Why isn't there anybody to talk to? Hold on a second. We are here in California, and I'm looking around, and there's nobody here. This is just a mess. What's happening? He just starts screaming to the sky. What is all this?
I miss him.
Oh yeah. I narrowed down, like, I've had this sort of like list in my mind of things that you can always go to if it's good times or bad times. And there's a list I have of Joe Frank, Alan Watts, and Huell Hauser, and maybe even like the old Dick Cavett shows that you can just put on.
Yeah.
Even if a friend has died or something, and you can sit there and at least enjoy in the worst times those kind. I love that about Huell. I was listening to Alan Watts last night, of course. In many ways, it's just the same thing.
Hey,
it's what I've been doing otherwise.
What's Alex Jones thinking of all this right now?
Well, let me tell you about it. We have evidence. We have evidence going. There's a Dean Koontz novel from 1981 predicting exactly this thing. They call it the Wuhan viral outbreak. Well, they said it would happen in 2020. They said it would come from China, and then it would come in 2 waves. Once in 2020, and again 10 years later. We know that they've been planning this. They put it in our fiction. It has been put in our fiction because they want us to fear them. Let me tell you something. We do not fear anything. I'm going to spit on myself to reinfect myself just as a demonstration of what a free alpha man will do.
And finally, what about Jesse Ventura? What the hell do you think he's doing? By the way, go ahead.
Well, look. I know a lot of people are worried. It's an unprecedented crisis. They're saying, what do I do? What do I do? I'm looking at the news. I'm despondent. I'm in isolation. And I feel that my government has abandoned me. And to that crisis, I say, when I'm talking about the crisis, I'm talking about the 2-party system, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. What I'm saying is that the solution is Jesse Ventura. I am the particulate matter face mask of the American Republican democracy experiment.
Hey,
I think what you need is a third-party option.
Someone asked, how is Chris Matthews doing during this?
You know, Eddie, I was so happy that well, I don't know. In some ways, he's an icon, and I like him. But in some other ways, it's like he's always wrong.
Yeah.
He was like a bad newsman. But he was funny. He was funny to watch, like a clown.
By the way, your camera is moving around. We're not seeing you. There. Yeah. That's good.
I'm free. I'm freestyling. I'm free association.
You're doing like a Cloverfield version of this podcast.
This is there's some great poets that break the form. I'm like the E.E. Cummings of Instagram Live. I don't play by the rules.
I know you don't.
No, I saw Super Tuesday, and it was so delicious to me that Chris Matthews was bounced out the day before Super Tuesday, because he was curled up naked on the kitchen floor. He lives for Super Tuesday. And then he had to resign the day before, and he was curled up on his kitchen floor in some giant mansion down in Maryland or wherever. And he was just curled up naked with a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he was just like, I said Super Tuesdays, 90% appreciation reporting. What is it? And he predicting and calling the state. We're calling the state of Massachusetts.
Hey, man, I love you. Someone asked, what would Merrill Schindler be doing during it? I don't even know who Merrill Schindler is. Who is
This
that?
is my problem with Instagram Live as a medium for comedy. It gives too much power for these textual hecklers. If I was at a live show, if somebody said, "Hey, do Huell Hauser," I'd kick him out right there.
Hey, yeah.
I got it. This was all planned. This is all written material. I planned this act out 2 weeks ago. I've been honing it at the Instagram Live clubs around town, preparing for my big break here on the Eddie Pepitone Live from the Bunker. And I got to stop what I'm doing to do an unplanned riff because somebody wants to hear Merrill Schindler. Oh, okay, it's a wonderful look. If you don't know it, Merrill Schindler's the food critic from Los Angeles. Oh, if you're going to get supplies, you can go wonderful thing, Amazon Direct. All the wonderful little things. You can go down to the Albertsons, stand in line 6 feet apart. We're having some wonderful, delicious COVID-19 survival meals. I'm having a little can of tuna. I got a can of tuna. I got 4 pickles. I got 4 pickles, a can of tuna, and some frozen raspberries. What? And it's drizzled across an old. I got a frozen bone. It's a frozen dog bone. Who cares? It's Corona.
Well, thank you for letting me pimp you, James.
Thanks.
Thank you for letting me pimp you. Do you have an exit strategy
For this
if things
podcast?
get too dicey in LA?
No, it's too late. They locked everything down.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's too late. I thought about it, but I know a lot of people here, and
Where would you go anyway?
I don't need to go anywhere. I'm well armed. I've got a baseball bat. I've got pepper spray, and I've got dull butter knives.
All right, I love you, man. Thanks for coming on today.
Let me plug 2 things.
Okay.
First of all, Ground Game LA has a really great COVID-19 mutual aid program. They're on Instagram at Ground Game LA, and they're helping people who need help and hooking them up with people who have help to give, either money or resources. So that's Ground Game LA, and they're doing that for the LA area. And also, I'm still doing my podcast, The Underculture, and on Instagram, that's Underculture Pod. And we're going to keep trying to do it week by week, every Thursday or so.
Right. I was on Underculture as
you were recently on as Fiorello LaGuardia. You can hear Eddie and all other episodes now at The Underculture, and you can support us on Patreon. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, James. Thanks for coming on. See ya.
Be strong, everybody. And remember, if you've got to go out with a human fatality.
All right, that was James ADOMIAN, everybody, the great James ADOMIAN. That's our podcast. If you want to donate to me, I have a Ko-Fi account, which is in my bio on Instagram. You could buy me a cup of coffee. And my Venmo, I'm going to put that up on my website. My guest on Monday is the really funny Jessica Curson. Hilarious. So that's Monday. I do this Monday through Friday. So everybody, thanks for watching this week, and stay safe and stay healthy. All right, everybody. Bye.